Very good evening, guys. So let's start the session, sir. Very good evening, guys, and thanks for joining for this session. I know that right now the session where you guys have joined, thinking that there are a lot more things where you can actually learn, and at the same time where you can actually get to know how exactly in the data science the career works. And because I'm this in this industry when it comes to the academics and all almost 15 years. Let me introduce, this is Fati, and I'm the admissions, I'm a member of the management, and I take care of the data science with generative AI program. I think a product we can call the data science with Gen AI as a product, and we take care every pointers when it comes to that mentors, when it comes to how exactly the topics to be covered, what exactly industry requirements is all about. Because right now majority of the industry are getting failed because they're not able to they're disappointed, or many layoffs are happening only because of one reason, not because there's no jobs, only because they're not able to get the right mindset people with the right skills. Right skill in the sense, when we study, when it comes to academics, and when we actually get into the industry, there is a gap where still people are seeing that. And I think we are all right now, Eduinx is there, and we are all, Mr. Tanmay and everyone, we are all working hard so that we can reduce that particular gap, and people can get to know basically how exactly data science works, and what are the topics to be will be covered, and how what are the industry basically where we can implement it. Because many of your friends or someone would have suggested, yeah, no, it is you won't be able to do it. What I basically want to say, uh, be like, have a flexible mindset right now. Don't think you are from tech, non-tech, nothing. Learn just with the zero skills and all. Attend the session, get to know that, okay, I'm a person who is just now starting, and how exactly I can implement this and take this particular uh, program and particular career in the future. So think in that mindset. Don't keep anything, what background you are from, whether it will be implemented or not. I think Mr. Tanmay and we are all here to let you know that whether it is possible for people who, whatever the industry they come from, whether it is possible for them to build a career in this field or not. Okay, so with this, I would like to start the session by introducing our mentor, Mr. Tanmay Ghosh. First of all, I'm pleased to introduce Mr. Tanmay for the session. And regarding Mr. Tanmay, if I have to give you some introduction so that you can get to know on what basis and how, what is his background, so that how, like, based on the entire session, you can understand he's not just speaking based on the theory or something. He have been in the industry and have experienced it, and he knows what are the emerging technologies that right now in the industry, and what exactly students should learn, or people who are looking for a career transition or the career upgradation can implement that in their career. So Mr. Tanmay has 10 years of experience working across technology, data centric systems, analytics, and cybersecurity, where data is at the core of every decision. His early industry roles, if I have to say, his roles involved with holding real data sets, applying data modeling techniques, analyzing system behavior, and translating raw data into actionable insights, not just building the code, but understanding what the data is saying. Right now, one of his biggest strength is project guidance in data science. Over the years, he has actually guided and reviewed a large number of data science and analytics projects as well, helping learners move from raw data to clean data sets, feature engineering, insights generation, and final business ready outputs. I can say his mentoring focuses mainly on how data science is actually applied in the industry, problem framing, hypothesis thinking, validation, and storytelling with the data. Uh, if I have to say more, some more points or the value, if I have to add it about his experience and all, in his professional roles, he has consistently trained learners to think like data professionals, to ask the right questions, avoid common data traps, and validate assumptions, and communicate insights clearly to the stakeholders. Because, guys, whenever we sit with the data and all, it is all about that storytelling. It is all about where you are letting the team know that what decisions to be taken and how the decisions should be taken on what basis. So data plays a very important role. And he's currently work as an assistant professor, where he actively mentors students on applied data science, analytics driven projects, and real world problem solving, while aligning the learner outcomes with the industry expectation. He also holds a PhD in computer programming, adding strong depth to his applied and analytical thinking. In this bootcamp, guys, Tanmay will focus on hands on data science projects, analytical reasoning, and industry level execution, ensuring you don't just learn tools but learn how to use the data to drive the decisions. And thanks, Mr. Tanmay, for joining and for taking this session. So that with the objective to educate the people basically who come with the different opinions that are being said by their friends or colleagues or someone. So I what I expect session I request is also people should actually get to know the clarity that anyone can get into this. They may be from any industry. The thing is that where the implementation also matters a lot, and the domain knowledge matters a lot. In that case, if they have a domain knowledge, I don't think so people should be worried getting into this career. So yeah, once again, I would like to welcome you, and over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for the lovely introduction about data science and about me. Sorry, everyone, I was a bit late over here. I was just stuck in some jam. Okay, so we do not delay a lot. Let's start with today's session, what it is all about. Before I give you a good brief introduction about what is data science and what we are going to learn about it in this 2 days completely. Before that, I will request each one of you to please join me on menti.com with the code that you can just see on the top of the screen 3749099418. Or you can even scan the QR code to join with me with the presentation and interact with me. To make it more easy, I have shared upon a link on the chat box. You can click on it and get connected with me along with this presentation, and you can all be a part of this presentation. Okay, let me just be very make it very brief and understand that what is basically data science is all about and what we are going to do with it. In the meantime, everyone, join us in this presentation. So basically, you would have been motivated to join or learn or understand about data science by most of your friends about hairware or from your own corporate friends or relatives. So majorly, what is data science? Why we are here in this presentation? Why are we here in this session? How helpful it is? I can assure you, people who have been into the session after 2 days, they really have something with them that they can go back and tell that what a session they had about. And I hope the same energy and the spirit you all will be holding with us, understanding what is data science and going back out of the session after 2 days that yes, I have some knowledge, I have something to show the world that what I learned about. So, in between, if anytime you want to join with the session, the link is given in the chat box. You can click on it, and you would be at the right point where we are right now. Or if in the meantime you want to connect, you can have the QR code, you can have the link at the top of the screen while the whole presentation goes upon, and we will be all active through it. So, in this complete data science journey, what we are going to do on day one, we are going to be learning what is data science, what is data science pipeline, what is a data set and how we can work on it. Then will be learning about Python basics. So if I guess most of you won't be having a technical background of coding and all, here we will be understanding what is and Python and how we can start with it, the basic with all along with us, coding along with me, you will be doing and you will be seeing and understanding how data science can be achieved with the basic coding part. I will try to make it from the very basic, from the very scratchful, that you can get good idea about data science and Python. Then we will be looking through how what is data handling and how do we handle a data, how we visualize the data. A complete exercise is planned up in today's day one session where you all will be working with me. And then we will be having a Q&A round where we will be talking all about what we learned in today's session. Any doubts, any questions that we have, you can put it up. And then simultaneously, if you have any question at any point in the presentation you are not getting it, you can always post up the question or your doubt in the chat box. Once I am done, I will be answering to your question. So don't worry about it. Be very much connected and make sure that this complete session is becomes worthful, essential, and energetic the whole time. So let's start with the day one session. So what is data science basically? So if you have heard this word data science prior to this and all, what word comes to your mind when you hear the word data science? Someone would be having other different explanation. I won't be giving any hints and all. Whatever word comes to your mind when you hear data science, you would be getting who's 14 people are there who are connected with me right now. They will be getting some fill in the blanks, insert boxes. You can enter whatever word comes into your mind when you hear data science and submit it. And we all will be able to see it what comes into our mind when we hear the word data science. Okay, so you would be getting 14 people who are connected, and others can also still connect with me, not an issue. Whatever comes to your mind, you just enter it and click submit, and we all will be saying that what does the all around 14 people that we have in today's session, what do they think about data science? So someone has given us research on data. Good. Research on data, something. We do it. Okay. Any other thing? If you feel like any word that comes to your mind when you hear the word data science? Any other word? Anyone? Analysis, data. Okay. Great. Okay. Raw facts into information. Good. Okay. Any other words that anyone else is getting when they hear the word data science? Okay, here in the chat box, we are getting information, give futuristic decisions. Perfect. Okay. Any other thing that comes into your mind when you hear the word data science? Anyone else? Whatever word or thing that you think data science is all about.
Yes, gap analysis.
So it will be better if you can put up in the chat box or in the presentation. That will be better. Neither if everyone starts unmuting, then there will be a trouble of understanding, please. Okay, so we have collect data to build, give the direction of our business. Okay, great. Any other in the presentation, please? Gap analysis, great. Okay. Any other thing in the presentation? Anyone? No? Okay, let's continue with this one only on the data that we are getting. So I would like to add upon like UI UX. That is UI UX is not a part of data science. It's a completely different part. UI can be, but UX not. UX stands for user experience. So user experience does not come with data science. User interface may be a part of data science, but not UX. Okay. Clinical data analysis, great. Okay, so when we are talking about data science is not only about maths or stats over there, not only. It is about a storytelling of the data. Okay, what stories do you come out of it? What is the trend going upon? Let me give you a very good example. In few days, if you are going through your busy roads in India, whichever road or traffic jam you would be getting, you would be seeing people are selling national flags. They would be putting up some uh, placeholders with those national flags with it, or they would be giving you selling big flags and all. Why is it coming up? Anyone in the chat box, please. Why do you think those people are selling those national flags and all? After a week or sometime, they would be selling on the main road. Any reason why they will be selling national flags and all in the coming one or the next 1 or 2 weeks, or badges, national tricolor badges, or why they would be selling it? I just want the reason why. Why I'm saying after 2 weeks, not today or after 2 months. Why after 1 or 2 weeks? Any specific reason? When there is a need, do we really have a need of having a flag to be with us? And if we have a need, then we should be having the need every time. Why there is a need after a week or two in this January month? I'm saying because of which specific event? Because of which specific event? I want that specific thing. I'm looking for the specific event. Which one you want to state to? Correct. 26th January is coming up. Because of that, those flags would be selling up. Because after a few months, you will be seeing the same people are not selling flags anymore. They would be selling some other equipments or some other thing. Let's say, like they would be selling some red hot balloons. Next one, they would be selling red hot balloons over there, some sparkles, gift items, or something. Because what event do we have in February when they will be selling red hot balloons on the roads and all with roses and all? What event do we have in February? What makes the people put up? Yes, very much correct. Valentine's Day. What in February? Exactly. Now, whatever I said, let's say like uh, tricolor badges or tricolor uh, table stands or flags or red balloons, red hot balloons, red roses and all. Now, these things, what I am telling is imaginary because I am not sure you are each individual over here in the session are coming from which state, which district, which city. I have no idea. But maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe after few days, that will be done because there is an event over there called Republic Day. Similarly, let me just say that let's just say a simple example. Uh, each one of you are having an interest of purchasing an iPhone, a latest iPhone. This year, 2026 just started. Now, this year, you have to purchase an iPhone. What will be the correct time when you should purchase that iPhone? Just can you tell me what will be the correct time when in this year, 2026, that you should purchase your iPhone? Okay, Manas says Diwali time. Okay. Anyone else? Bhuvanesh is saying holy time. Okay. Agree. Okay. Okay. Any other? Anyone else? When can give me a certain time frame when I should purchase my next iPhone or you should purchase your next iPhone this year? 25th December. Okay. Uh, Manas is saying because of discount available. Okay. Now you may have Diwali time, Holi time, December 25th and all. Okay, Rucha is saying 26th January. Okay. Uh, November, Black Friday, which you saying. Okay, great. Uh, Now everyone is saying because of some occasion you are specifically saying this is a particular occasion and at that time I should purchase it. Thus, nobody knows at that day or that event day I will be having that phone price will go down or not. No idea. Will there be an event discount available over there? No idea. But You all are telling me those days where you have a past experience that you have got a product on discount, or you're known to person have achieved a specific device or anything on a good discount at that particular event time. Thus, you are predicting it that that time there will be a discount. Data science is about that prediction. We cannot assume, we cannot predict, or we cannot say that we can get to know the future. We cannot never know the future. On the basis of historical data, we are analyzing and understanding this is the way these things are going on. Like how IPL goes on. Auction goes upon the player performance. They imagine that this player is the best player available. Sometimes when the player has been overrated or given a good price and all, maybe after 7 to 8 months when the actual game happens, the result is completely different. The person who was overrated performed that much, but whereas someone who was completely underrated, he has performed very well, and that we have seen in the past IPL matches even. Same thing happens over here. Now you have a requirement of purchasing an iPhone, and you have a date where you know the highest amount of discount would be available because of your past experiences or past knowledge that you have got. On that basis, you are getting. Now, this all starts with data. What is data? Data is basically talking about raw facts. Datas are raw facts and figures. Let's say, like I say, uh, Ram, Sita, Manas, then we have Sham, school, college, bridge. Individually, these all are data. Now, this data itself does not have any meaning. They do not have any meaning. They do not stand for anything. Now, when we start having a meaning to it, let's say like Ram and Sham goes to college. Okay, Ram and Sham is going to college. Now, when we have connected or collected a series of data and put a meaning into it, we have converted this data to an information. Ram and Sham goes to college. Now, this is an information. Later on, when I hear this sentence every day, that will increase my knowledge and state that Ram and Sham, where do they study? They study in college. That is what a knowledge comes. If somebody asks, what does Ram and Sham do? Ram and Sham works in a college or they study in a college. Maybe one of them. Next, when this knowledge happens, we got to know, we are seeing it, then comes wisdom. Wisdom is predicting. Where will be Ram and Sham found? They can be found in the college. This is the prediction. What you all are doing right now. What type of balloons are being sold off at what time period of month? You can easily say that this month, because this is the month where they are majorly sold off. Similarly, if I have an iPhone, when it can be at the lowest price, some of the event days which I have thought of, where the discounts are available on online or offline, that time I will purchase it. That time, these all are prediction because of your past experiences. Even wherever you are working, let's say like in a school, college, or your office, the first day when you have traveled from your home to your office, the first initial day, you only had data with you before starting from your home. You only had data that I have to reach to this location. This location is somewhere on that side of it. Except to that, you are not aware that which road it is, what it is, and all. Nothing. You have no idea. When you travel for the first time, you have collected information that I have to go straight, then I have to take a left, there is a traffic signal, from there I have to take a right, or then some other way I have to go to reach to my destination, and this is my route. When every day when you are transporting from your home to your office and office to your home, you would have experienced multiple ways and you have started collecting information. If I start at 8 o'clock, then I will be able to go through this. If I start at 8:15, then there is a possibility of jam over there, or there is a means of transport change over there. There can be multiple differences coming up. Now, at what wisdom you will be getting after a few months and all that, oh, it has been 8:15, I will be late, so I have to look for some other way through which I can go, because their route there will be no jam. Now, today, when you go to your office or you come back from your office, you know that this is the time, and this time, this route is the best one. Or if I have to purchase something or have to eat something, I have to go to the market, then this is the best route. That's called the wisdom, because there will be no jam. That's a prediction that comes up. Here, what we are seeing are some of the examples of it. Let's say, like the first one, where you're seeing a series of movies and OTTs over there. Now, we basically, when I, let's say, like I saw a series over there, I love that series, or I saw a film, I love the film. I would love to have more similar kind of movies to be seen. You would be seeing on YouTube, you will be seeing on Netflix, you would be seeing on Disney Plus Hotstar or any other OTT platform the same thing, that if you watch a movie, they would be recommending you some more series of it. If you next time switch off your TV and come back or log out of your OTT channel, again you log in back into the same channel some other day, the references would be on the basis of what you have watched earlier, what you liked, what you did, and what you have done recently. So these recommendations would be on that basis. Recommendations have been made on that basis what you have seen earlier. Second one, what you are seeing is a packet of biryani. Just imagine that Hyderabad is very famous for its biryani. I visited Hyderabad for to enjoy the biryani. Now, when I reached to Hyderabad, Hyderabad is famous for biryani, but in Hyderabad there are thousands of hotels or restaurants who are cooking biryani. Which biryani is good? How will I get to know? Maybe the specific XYZ restaurants biryani is good. That ABC restaurants good. There is a small cafe. They are also selling biryani. That is also good. Everyone is good. Everyone is having a different taste buds or taste involved into it. Now, let's say like I'm in a new place and I want to try a plate of biryani. How will I get to know? I go to Zomato and all, and I can ask, just type biryani, and it will show me a series of biryani with all the ratings to it. This biryani is of having a 4.5 stars. Restaurant this is having a 2 stars. Other people who have enjoyed that biryani have given their stars. They are given a rating, and on that basis I can purchase which biryani would be good, which biryani is store is available near to me, where I can travel back, where I get what all items, what will be the favor, how people have liked it. On the basis of those reviews, feedbacks, ratings, I can choose which biryani is good for me, because for me all the biryani is same on the internet, it's all same, but which one is the best one for me? Zomato or Swiggy or such application helps me in finding out. The third one is coming about the Google Maps. Okay. Now just let me just show you a video how Google Maps can be manipulated. Now let's say for an example, you would be traveling from your home to your office or office to home, and if in the in the meantime, if you are traveling, you find a traffic jam, you would be seeing that if you are going via a Google Map, it would be showing you a red line that there is a traffic jam. Once in a while, I guess everyone would have seen it, that there is a red line. That means there is a traffic jam over there. It is showing that there would be a traffic. Okay. But if you just see the nearest police station, which is traffic police people and all, they are also not aware that there is a traffic jam. But Google, who is situated in California, they are also updated about that there is a traffic jam at the this city, this town, on this road. How do they figure out that there is a traffic jam? Can anyone tell me? How does Google get to know that there on the such XYZ road there is a traffic jam, but whereas the local police station they are also not aware that there is a traffic jam? Can anyone tell me how does Google get to know that there is a traffic jam? Anyone, any idea? Manas, the obvious whenever I ask this question, this is the first answer that comes by using satellite. No, satellites cannot be there because we do not have so many satellites which will be always revolving above us. If a satellite goes, then the satellite will or another satellite will come to the same position after only 12 hours. Those satellites are not that closely connected that they all are lined up together. There are more chances of getting crashed. So there are always a 10 to 12 hours gap between each of the satellites to work upon. So satellites only can give you a image of lastly of 12 hours or 10 hours, old images. So satellite cannot be the reason. Any other reason anyone can think of? How does Google Map get to know that there is a thing? Okay, Jitan is saying mobile GPS data. Okay, okay, one of the reasons maybe because, But the thing is, Jitan, that you have to switch on your mobile GPS to understand that there are so many datas to be there, because we do not keep our location on every time. Okay. So anyone else wants to try? Okay. Let me just show you a video. I guess others would have also seen it once in a while over there. Hitendra analysis everyday data. Maybe because someday if there is a jam, on next day there may not be a jam, so you cannot analyze it on day basis data. It can be a expectation probability, but cannot be the accurate data, because on a real time, if it is not there, then there can be a issue. Okay, let me just show you a video. Um, just go through this video, and the actual answer is mobile GPS, but without your consent, the Google
Eve
is
Google
looking into
Maps
it.
and make it indicate the
So,
presence of
is it
traffic.
audible? Can you just confirm me? I just played a video for a few minutes. Was it audible? Okay. Okay. Let me just try start it again, and then we will be looking into it. Okay.
This man managed to deceive Google Maps and make it indicate the presence of traffic congestion on a road that had no congestion at all. His name is Simon Wecker, and what he did was gather 99 phones from his friends and rental companies. After that, he placed all these phones in one bucket and started walking on Germany's roads, which almost had no traffic movement. Simon said that he conducted this strange experiment to test a theory he had come up with while in Germany. He noticed that despite the absence of actual traffic movement, his phone was displaying signals indicating traffic congestion on some roads. From this, Simon assumed that Google calculates traffic density based on the number of phones present in a specific area. His theory was correct because all the other people's phones were indicating traffic congestion on an empty road, the same road Simon was walking on with the phones. A very large number of bikes and cars changed their routes to avoid the apparent congestion. Anyway, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe.
Okay. So I guess now it is very much clear. How does Google get to know? The major proper reason is that it basically uh, takes the data from your mobile location, but it is not a consent. Without taking your consent, that location is to be taken up on. It takes an without your consent, Android gets its permission to getting your data. So without your GPS location, also it gets it. But the correct answer is mobile application. So this experiment basically showed that if I have to show a route congested, I have to just carry a small like 99 or 100 or amount of mobile crossing through a region and all, and it will automatically show that there is a jam. Even if there is a huge gathering happening on the side of the road with people sitting up over there and watching the speech or something like that, it will also show that there is a road jam, because there are so many people stuck up over there. But actually, there is no stuck. There is a passage, a way available for people to move on, but it will assume that there is a jam. So this is how Google Maps even collect their data. Now, all of the three examples that I gave, they all are collecting data in some or the other way or method, and they are representing those data in the form of different stories. Now, these stories are the basic part which we consume, and we feel like yes, we learned about it. So now, where do you think data science is used the most? uh, Select whichever option do you feel like correct. Like, do you feel like it is mostly used in e-commerce, healthcare, finance, entertainment, transportation, or everywhere? Whichever you find the correct one, just tick on it and submit it, and we will get to start getting the answers over there. So quickly in the presentation, you just select which of the options do you think the data science is used the most. Okay, we got one answer, finance. Anyone else? Anyone else? Where do you think data science is used the most? Okay, second answer says everywhere. Okay, any other response? Please try to be a bit faster in the presentation so that we can more proper results oriented thing. People who are answering in the chat box, I will always prefer if you can all join upon in the presentation. I'll share the link again. If you can connect me on the presentation, is the best part where I can we can have a good analysis of results that this many people actively participate. We get to know the data out of it. So it will be very great if you can just connect me on the presentation and select the answers over there. I just shared the link again. You can click on it and connect with me on this presentation. So yes, we have got five responses. Majority is choosing everywhere. There is another one person who is selected healthcare. Great. Okay. Uh, let's wait for another few responses before we move ahead. Okay, let's make it a bit quick. Let's. Okay, we got nine responses till now. There are two people who have chosen finance and healthcare respectively. Uh, okay. Okay, so I guess these are the only people who are responding to me, and I just let's see what's the correct answer everywhere. So data science is used everywhere because earlier the data that we were getting through, let's say like technical different backgrounds of computer science or computer application, now everything is interactive and working along with data science. That brings the responsiveness and connectivityness among us so that we can all interact with it. So yes, data science is used the most everywhere so that we can do. Finance, healthcare, transportation are the major sectors where it works among the all of them, but it is used everywhere, and at the most level it has been used along with everything. Now, when we are talking about data pipeline, what is basically data pipeline? Data pipeline is basically collection of your data sets, cleaning your data sets, making sure only the available things are the things which I require for my orientation that is only available, exploring, understanding that how it can be more useful with all what data set things into it, and then we actually put up a model to analyze and understand it, and then deploy the complete thing to get the results out of it. Now, let me just give you an example. Let me just give you an example. What you can see or just see on the screen, that is that, let's say for an example, I want to cook a food. Let's say like I want to cook a food for my all of my friends and all, and I want to give them a really good taste and uh, feeling about how the things are going upon, how the things are be liking upon over there with for a good dinner and lunch for them. Now, for that, what all ingredients I require, I will first collect them as equal to collection of my data over there. Secondly, once I have collected my all the data out of it, I have to look for what all different vegetables, spices, and everything that I have purchased, how good or proper they are, and what quantity do I require. Let's say like I do not I require potato for a kilo. That does not mean my spices or dals also need to be in kilos. They would be in different requirement. So I would be completely collected things I have to check through are being proper over there or not in that particular thing. Secondly, uh, then I have to make sure my vegetables and spices are as proper over there. If any cutting, cleaning, sorting, or things required, that will be done. The cleaning of the things will be done. Then I will be starting exploring and trying to understand are they good or not. Let's say like tomatoes, if I am putting up, I have to like check that is it sweet enough or sour enough or what type of it. Then that will help me in understanding that. That will help me understanding that how much tomatoes or those things need to be added upon, uh, and how much sweetness or other things are required to balance upon the thing. Okay, that's the important part that I require in that particular part. Once I have done that exploring and all the things have been finalized, now I will start the actual cooking, make the specific dish. Now, once the dish is prepared, I will deploy and I will see that the dish is proper or not. First, if my dish is not proper, obviously I will try to hide it. I will not try to give it to anyone else, or I try to balance it and make it something relevant over there. Once it is done, I will serve down my dish to it over there. Okay, so this is how a data pipeline completely works, where the data things goes upon. Now, let's say, like for an example, I want to see in my business, do I am having will my this year or something will be profitable, would be good enough or not? In that case, what I have to collect the data on the basis of which I want. Let's say, like for an example, I want to see that will I be able to have what was my past experience, what are the amounts that we have got, what all things we have. Like in the initial example, I said that January month they will be in the 26th January. Nearby, they would be selling tricolor things, badges, flags, and all such stuff. And in February, the same people will be selling those red balloons and all. And as the March month will be coming, Holi will be coming, they will be selling colors and all. They have collected their data and understood that this time or this occasion, this is the product which sells the most. So they would have collected all those elements on the specific thing that what needs to be done. Let's say like red roses. Now, if you even purchase a red rose from any flower shop or in a local known to place, it will be charging you 10 to 15 rupees. When the 14th February would be coming up, you would be seeing the red roses prices have gone high. They would be charging that 10 rupees red rose 50 rupees, because now the rate of that has gone high because the requirement is gone up. So they require the proper things. So we have to collect the specific things that we require for that occasion. Now let's say like I have 26th January and I have purchased a lot of holy colors and over there to be sold off. It won't be selling up over there. On Holi, if I have firecrackers over there, it won't be selling up because that's not the specific ingredient for that occasion over in that meantime. Secondly, when we are talking about cleaning, we do not have a specific thing. What we have the sorry, whatever the data sets that I have to make sure that which all columns do I require. Let's say like sales data I require, or what was the profit margin I had, what all the products that was sold, something sorted of it. I do not need the data of my customers, what was their phone number, what was their address, uh, all sort of things. I do not require to understand how my business performed or how it will be performing in the future. What all things I require, I will only clean and take those columns from my data set. So once I have done it, I will explore that is they are proper over there. There is something missed upon. There is some issues over there. I will try to explore and try to fix it upon, and then I will put up in my model to understand that what type of analysis will give me what type of output. If my analysis model is properly working, then that means my model is perfect. My output is coming in that sort of thing. Now, once it is done, then I will deploy the model so that at regular interval I can get my data and I will can analyze and understand that yes, I am doing good or not. This is what is called the data pipeline. Post to which there are multiple portfolio platforms available for collecting your data set. In today's session, I have a specific data set which I have created for myself for specifically for this today's session, which has vulnerabilities, issues into it, so that they can be easily found out and can be resolved, and this smaller so that we all can see and identify that. But if you want to go for a real pledge of data sets and all, these are the major six platforms where these are utterly very important places where you should always connect with. The first one comes Kaggle. The world's largest collection of data sets are available. Any data science student, interested person, influencers are related to data science, you will find them in Kaggle. There are competitions going on. There are data sets available. Some there are fake data sets just for validation, valuation purpose. They are some are very original data set for the real time data which you can use. Kaggle is the platform where the data scientists you will find up over there practicing and experimenting with their models. Next comes UCI machine learning repository, a classic data set which is basically created for machine learning purpose data sets over there to make sure the machines are trained upon properly for a particular uh, task or specific events specifically. Third one, we have the Google dataset search. So, like how you have a Google search engine, similarly, you have a Google dataset search engine. So, if you go to Google and just search for Google dataset search, you will get a link. You click on it, you will find it like a Google search engine page, white fish with only one search uh, searching insert box over there, and above that is written Google dataset search, where you can also search for any type of data application as per your requirement, and you can work upon that in future. Fourth one comes the data.gov, where you get Indian government data set from all cities, states relevant on based on the SIR, you say election results or economical results, and multiple Indian reform results you will be getting up over the thousands of data sets are available on different year versions, states, cities, and all is been available. You can use it for your experimental purposes over there. Then we have GitHub, a place where you will find projects, open source projects, and data sets to work upon and show you models to the world that what you have done, what you have prepared, and you can even sell it off if it is that great. Then the last one we have the World Bank Open Dataset, which basically has the global and country level data sets related to economical and financial interest and population related base. So these six are the major places where you can find a data set. So where you can download and you can experiment with it and continue with this. So before we start with today's practical session, there is this link that I have given the Google Colab. You can click on it, or you can connect with me, or I have just shared you the link in the chat box. Once you click on the link, you will be able to reach to a page which says Python Basics, a Google Colab page. Or if you are not connected with your Google account, so just connect with the Google account and you will be able to open it. Once you have opened it, try to create a new Google Colab page also in a new next tab so that you can code along with us and you can just see things how it is done in the Google Colab page, the link that I have shared, and a new tab where you can code along with us. Let's wait for 10 minutes, and if anyone wants a break, can quickly go for a break and refresh and come back. And others, in the meantime, please try to open up these two tabs and make your things ready. And once you are ready, just put up in the chat box that you are ready. Post it up over there, and or if anyone have any questions, they can post up the question. I will answer it. So it's 9 o'clock right now at my watch, and 9 or 10 again we will start with the session. By the meantime, you can reach to the Google Colab, open it, uh, create a new tab and all, and make yourself ready. And once you are ready, please update me in the chat box that you are ready so that we can start with on time. If you have any questions or anything, you can ask me. In the meantime, everyone is getting ready. So only Bhuvanesh has given me the confirmation of being ready. Others, please quickly get ready and just update me up. Or if you have any questions or doubt or problems you're facing, just let me know. So somewhere you would be able to see some page like this. Let me just share you upon the thing. You would be able to see something like this up over there. So once you are done, you just update me over there. Okay, Vishnu has given me a confirmation ready. Manas is having a question. In data science sector required programming language. Manas, there are different criteria, categories that we have on which basis we have to look into. Let's say like for instance, if you want something only for visualization. There are like Tableau is available. You can go with that. Where coding is, I would say that it is completely negotiable. That there is no coding into it specifically. But yes, if I want a specific coding on the basis of this type of analysis needs to be done and this type of specific thing that I want to look through, then obviously I have to get the specific coding part required over there. Like R is there, there is Python over there, on which the data science specifically can be done. Okay, so you have to specify if you want to go into more specific and create a value. Coding is the most uh, best part for it, and Python is not that tough or difficult and all. Once you code with me for these 2 days, you will evenly find easier, and you may have interest on learning it more. Okay, Manas, I hope I've answered your question. Okay. Manshu, the same thing, what I answered for Manas. Python is used for specific research that you want to do on your data. Then you require Python or in R programming for your coding part. Okay, so if you do not have the specific coding, specific tuning of the data sets and all is not required, you just want the data and you want to visualize as a bar graph or chart, then there are no coding options available. But for other than that, for specific orientation, data fetching, filling up the data, identifying the gaps, matching it up, getting a required output, specific output, then obviously you require coding in that thing. So we are left with another last 3 minutes. Please make sure that everyone has done the thing. Last 1 minute, please confirm if you are ready. So I've only got 3 confirmations of being ready. So please update me fast so that we all can move smoothly ahead. 4. So I guess most of you are ready to move ahead. Please, let's wait for another 1 more minute and just then we will start with the today's session. So please make sure that everyone gets ready and update me on the same so that we can really get properly into the session. Please make sure that everyone is back. Done. Difference between data science and data analytics and what skills and tech skills changes. So basically data science and data analytics difference is that data science is about the whole and data analytics is one part of the data science thing. Data analytics only analyze the data and gives the output. It doesn't represents the things over there. It doesn't represent anything over there. It is just analyze the data and comes out with again with numbers. And now is that number good or is that number bad? That can all be done at the later stage in the data science thing. What skills we require? We basically require analytical skills, statistical skills, mathematical skills, and the storytelling skills for data science specifically, and analytics is only for the maths and science part. Technology skills that we require is specifically the programming language, how much good you are about it, so that you can make a specific difference in getting the output as per their requirement. Okay, I hope I answered to your question. Okay, let's start with um, okay. Sorry. I was just getting connected with the call. Okay, fine. Okay, uh, so Shashank, basically, data science is about the complete process. What we just saw. Data analytics is a sub process of data science where basically the mathematics and analytics comes into picture, and you are expected to get a certain numbers or values out of it. Until unless those values are reflecting that is it good or bad, till the time it is not depicted properly. So mathematical statistical is a major part of data analytics, whereas data science is a complete part where data analytics is a small part inside data science, where you basically get that output and it realizes that how good is that output, is it valuable or is it very good or is it very bad, how to evaluate it, that comes specifically in that case. Okay, Sashank. And technical skills, the same thing what I answered earlier, that basically your mathematical and analytical skills should be good, and your how good you want to perform, then you have to have some good coding languages knowledge, specifically Python, which is very dynamic language. That is most preferred over them. Neither there is R language even, which people prefer for only for data science. Okay. Okay, Shashank. So I guess I have been clear over there. Hitendra Kumar, what is the future of data engineer in industry? Uh, Hitendra, there is. I don't think there is any future without data engineers, because industry people need to analyze, evaluate what is the success rate or what is the future. Will there be a requirement or not? There is always a requirement, and the requirement will only increase, not reduce. Let's say like for a startup, if a startup has to start upon, they have to analyze and understand, is there any success in putting hand into it or putting up such a certain amount of money, time into it? Is there a value to it? If there is nothing, then they won't be able to go for it. So yes, there is always a future for the same. It is not going to stay for years. It is going to stay for a very long time, and maybe technology may go change up here and there, but the data science and data evaluation and methodologies, everything would be there. That is not going to go anywhere in the recent times. That can be easily seen. Can we say data analysis is UX? No, cannot. And data science is UI? Never. UI, UX is different concepts. UI is for user interface, how it looks, like how you are seeing my screen, how it is looking. That's the interface. The top right north corner, there will be my logo where I can log in, log out. There is a code will be written up over here where the edit file, edit options would be. These are UI over there. UI, UX is the user experience. Those elements that we have, they have been put up relevantly over there or not. If there would be some option of emoji, there is no relevance in the code for emoji, so it is out of it. So UX experience goes down. It is about that. UI UX does not have anything with data science. Okay, so how you represent your data, that can be a part of UI, but not of UX, because you are not going to use that bar graph or graphical representation. You are not going to use it. You are going to see it and understand the data at the most earliest. Okay, UI can be a part of the result that you have. UX is not a part of it. UI UX basically comes in basically the front end part of building a website or application and all. Okay, Rucha. Vishnu, yeah, the importance of data science and AI, I just made very much clear. Basant don't know Python. Shashank, okay, yes. Basant, don't worry. We are not analyzing or giving you something Python from an advanced stage. We are trying to make you learn Python from the scratch, from the ABCD. We are going to start with it so that we all can grow together. Okay, so let's do not waste more time and let's connect with it and let's start with the basic. The first thing that we have is the Python basics. Okay, so here what we are having, the first type of code that we are having is print. Print basically whatever I say print and then I open a bracket with double quotes, whatever I write over here, that gets printed. Let's say like I just write Tanmoy, my name. And when I run it, you will be able to see the output is coming below it. Once I click on this play button, it starts compiling it, evaluating, and gives me the output. Just a moment, I think there is, yeah. So see, it's just saying Tanmoy over there. And here, if I say like, welcome to Eduinx, just simply this, and click on the play button, it just say welcome to Eduinx. Okay, this is simple that what you want to represent or print, you just use a print keyword before it. Okay, just try it, everyone. Just try everyone that when you click type print and then in the brackets with double quotes, just write welcome to Eduinx and just see if you are getting the output or not. If you are getting the output, just confirm me in the chat box. Yes, I am able to get the output. So yes, Amit got the output. So others, please check. Okay, Amit got the output. Vishnu is able to see the output. And others, please confirm me if you are able to see my output. Okay, great. So you are able to see the output over there. Great. So you basically understand the first command, the simple Python that you have written print, and then whatever you write inside the double quotes, you are able to see the same thing is getting printed up over there. Very much. Now, this is the basically this print is called the function, which is basically helps you in printing. All over the Python, whenever I need to print something, I will always keep it inside the print so that it can be printed upon. Now, next, what I have is let's say like I want to print something, but It will be dynamic. Now, whatever I had to do, I have to every time change and every time it has to print it. Now, let's say like I have using dynamic thing. So I will be representing somewhere else and it will be printing with the output. Let's say like I have given name equal to in double quotes Tanmoy. Okay. Now this name is basically a variable. This name is called a variable. It is now having some values inside it. Name will be like a reference and Tanmoy is the value. It is as equal to I stay at my home, so the house address is basically that variable, and me is staying inside that house. So anyone wants to refer to me will reach to my address to get connected with me. So name will be my variable. Now in case of Tanmay, I write anything like Eduinx over there. So now name has a new value to it, Eduinx. Okay. Now, whenever we have anything which we not need to store as a string is basically a collection of values of numbers, alphabets, and all those characters. Then we put it inside the double quotes. Okay, and if and only if I have a number and need an operations over there and all, then we do not represent inside double quotes. We just keep it outside, and it only happens in numbers case and nowhere else. Okay, so if I say I have to say 35 plus 5 if I want to do, I have to keep them both as integer without the double quotes. If I keep double quotes, then I cannot sum it. So just simply understand if I have to give any name and I need a number which where I do not make any operations on it, or I need an operation on it, then I have to keep it as integer. If I do not want any operations on it, keep it in double quotes as a string. Okay, so I need to have the integer, so I just keep it as a number, and this will be stored inside my int. Let's say like I give it a 75 over there. Now name is having my Eduinx, age is having 75. Now I keep this name comma age inside that print command without the double quotes. If I do it, it basically prints my name and age, what values are stored into it. Now let's say like my name, I just put it my name as Tanmoy and my age as 35 over there. And if I just continue it, I get Tanmoy 35 over there. Now, similarly, you try to store your own name and age into those any of those variables. You can keep name, age, anything. It can be X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, anything you can give, and try to print the same thing over there, and just see if you are getting the output or not. If you are getting the output, just confirm me. Yes, you are able to see the output. Are you able to see the output? Please just confirm me. Yes. While storing your data into your variable, you can just see that those things are able to do it. Okay. Now, let's say like I have stored it into a variable and then I print it. But if I have a series of things and I have to do this thing continuously, So what I will be doing, I can use something called list. Now, like this is a list where I have like four names I've given, like four of my friends' name I've given: Rahul, Prem, Pranav, Akash. Now, if I have to print it, if I just write print and then I just give name over there, let me just okay. Okay, so let me just hmm, I just keep it like this. Now let me just. So what I'm getting a list printed upon. Now my like name is having all this list over here. So these all is Rahul, Prem, Pranav, Akash. The same thing is now getting printed up over here. But I do not want it like this. I want each individual name to be entitled up over there. For a data set, I will have so many things. How will I get the complete thing? So what I require, I need a loop which will read each name every time and run upon. For that purpose, I am using a for loop. A for loop is a loop which is basically will be going to each of them and getting their names. Let's say like I'm written for I in name. So currently I is not defined. This variable I is not defined up over there. So as it is not defined, Python helps me in that it makes sure that I initially is at 0. By default, it will be stated as 0 until unless you specifically define and say that I will be this, and from there it will be started. So I is by default taken for granted as 0. So as a list, this will identify at a 0 location. We have Rahul, and Prem is at 1 location, Pranav is at 2, and Akash is at 3. And simultaneously, as it goes, it will be counting them as like that. Now, when I have given for I in name, so it will find at name what do I have at 0 location, what do I have at 1 location, 2 or 3 at that. Once I have done it, I have to end it with a colon. Okay. Once the colon is given, I have to make sure this next line print name is inside of it. So please make sure that like how I am just clicking on a tab button. I'm clicking on the tab button. If you just see above caps lock button, there is a tab button. Once you click on the tab button, you get this print name option over there. Then you will just write print name over there, and it will be representing all of them at this particular location, and you will be getting something like this. Okay, sorry, what happened? When I write print I at 0 location, what do we have? Rahul. At 1 location, I have Prem. At 2, we have Pranav. And at 3, we have Akash. This is how you are able to get all the details of the names using a loop over there. Now, everyone, please try this loop and just try to get the data. If successfully, if you are able to get it, just confirm me. Rucha, can you just explain me which part did you miss up? For I in name. Okay. So basically, for is a loop, and in that I in name, I and name are two variables. Name is specifically having this list where you have Rahul, Prem, Pranav, Akash present up. I is the I value is not been defined. So Python defaultly understands that I value would be 0. And in place of I, if you want to change something, let's say like I just want to put X over there. Okay, I want to put X over there, and then I have to simultaneously make sure that I over here is also turned to X in that part. Okay, once it is turned to X, then it will understand that this X variable is holding a value which is of 0. Okay, now because it is not defined, so it will be understanding by default it would be in 0. So at name, in name, what do I have at 0 position? I have Rahul at 0 position, Prem at 1 position, and 2 is Pranav, and 3 is Akash. So when 0 is turning into name, it will look for at 0 position in name, what do I have? Rahul. So it will come up and it will print X as Rahul. Okay. Then the loop will go back again and the X value will increase by 1. Now X value is 1. At one location, what do I have? I have Prem over there. Okay. X location, I have Prem over there. Now, and if it is available in that, it will go down and it will print X. What do I have? Prem. So it prints Prem in that part. Then it goes again up, and now X value is, well, earlier was 1, 1 plus, now 1 value would be increased by 1, so now value is 2. At 2 position, what do I have? Pranav over there. So it comes down and prints the X value, which is Pranav in that part. Then nextly, once this Pranav has been got up, it will go up, and now the X value will increase by 1. Now X value is 3. At 3 position, what do I have? Akash. At Akash is available, so it prints it and comes down. Again, X value will increase by 1. Now 4. And name at the, there are only these elements available till location 3. 4 is not available, so loop will end up over there and it will print only first 4 names available into it. Okay, Rucha. So I hope you have got a clear idea what it is. Okay. So quickly, everyone, please complete it, and you are able to see the output or not. Just confirm me quickly. Just confirm me quickly. Okay. So I guess anyone have completed it. Not working. Manthan, I guess what issue you are facing is specifically you have not given this tab space. Once you give this in front of the print, if you click a tab button and then run it, you will find the error to be resolved. If still not resolving, please share upon the error what is coming up into the chat box so that we can work upon that. Manthan, waiting for your response. Okay, resolved. Okay, now this is what the loop comes up into picture. Now let's say like I just give you another example of a loop, like for I in range, and the bracket I have given 4, so it will running for the range of 4 over there. Okay. Now once it's working for the range of 4, I value when it's been printed, it will be printing I value as initial as 0. Okay, done. It's in the range of 4. Fine. It prints I, that is 0. Then again it goes back on the loop, and now I value is updated with 1. So I value gets updated by 1. So now I value is 1. And as it falls in the range of 4, yes, it is fall under the range of 4. So it prints I 1. Like this, it will go until unless it reaches 3 and it prints 3 and it curves up. And now the value is increased to 4 and 4 is in the range of 4. No, 4 is not in the range of 4. 4 is equal to 4. It's not in the range of 4. Okay, so it will be stated as false and the loop will end. So this is what we just did earlier and we got the output over there. Okay. Now I guess everyone has done with the loop and they have a good idea what is the loop and how is it all working upon. Moving on to the next one, that is the Python libraries. Okay. Now libraries and packages, what are basically? So basically, when I talk about libraries and packages, these are some of the set of codes which is already done by other developers. So they have already achieved it and they have completed it. Now I do not need to use my brain and write the whole line of codes for all of it to do complex calculation or plotting or representation of it. These things already many multiple developers have created packages so kept up on internet for free of cost in the developer community. Now what we are doing, we are trying to import those packages with us, and with those things we are trying to get our objectives completed. That's why I told earlier that Python is not that difficult to go with data science, very easy. Just you have to go through it, and if you want to once or twice, if you've gone through your hands on to it, you will find it that easy that you can easily boom into this career of data science. So let's say like I am importing two packages, one is pandas and one is numpy. Pandas are basically used for understanding CSV files, evaluating all the cells, data, and all. For that purpose, pandas are majorly used upon things. NumPy is majorly used for mathematical calculations and identification of numbers and operational based things. For that, we use NumPy. Now here, let's say like just for an example, I'm using two of the application libraries how to be added upon. So here I have given import pandas as PD, import NumPy as NP. Now PD, NP, what you are seeing are basically variables by which I would be calling them in my code anytime. If I say PD, that means I'm talking about pandas, and NP I am meaning NumPy. In place of writing the full name, I can just shorten it up. Now this PD, NP, if you want, you can change to XYZ, ABCD, or any other variable name that you feel like, a combination of any characters that you want, you can create. Not an issue. But what is the standardization says? Standardization says that whatever packages that we call, there is always a name that has been used commonly by worldwide developers. So if I am from India, I am working on a code developed by some developer in US, UK. So he can use any variable, but he would be using PD and NP for them. That helps me easy for me to reference upon the code and understand what the things are. So it's always recommended that you always note the pandas as PD and numpy as NP only so that it can is recommendable for others to also access and understand the code and becomes easier for even for you to do it. Now here I have imported pandas and numpy and given some sort of name, and then I said print libraries loaded. So if when I run it and it says that library is loaded, that means I have successfully imported pandas and numpy into my code. Please put your hands together and please try to import your libraries into your set of code. If you are done, if you are getting the output libraries loaded, that means you have successfully put up your libraries into your code. Just try it if you are able to successfully import those libraries or not into your code. And if you are able to do it, just update me, confirm me. If you are able to do it, just update me on the same. Yes. So you were able to upload, import your libraries and packages into your code. Others, please quickly just update me so that I can get an update on that before we move ahead. Great. So let's move ahead of it once we have already tried and loaded our libraries into our thing, and now we are talking about data handling. Okay. Let me just share you the link. Just a moment. Uh, mm, okay. So please check the chat box. I have uploaded a data set link. Quickly, everyone, please download this data set. This is a dataset named as student.csv file. You can download this dataset file. Once you have successfully downloaded the dataset file and you're able to see it, just update me. You are ready. Then I will show you how to upload the datasets file into your Google Colab. Once you have successfully downloaded the dataset, then I will show you how to update it. Sorry, how to update it in Google Colab. Downloaded, okay. Amit has successfully downloaded it. Others, please confirm me. Vishnu has downloaded it. Devane has also downloaded it. Others, please complete the download process the earliest, then we can start with it. Manas has downloaded it. Yes. Others, just for one more minute. It won't be taking a lot of time. It's a very small file. It can be easily downloaded. Hitendra has downloaded it. Great. Hitendra, Sundar, Manthan. Great. Okay, let me show you how to upload it. Just carefully have a look at how do we upload it. Now, if you come up to your page, you down here, you will be finding this files icon. You click on it, you will be getting some page something like this. Now, in this, you will be having an upload to session storage. The first option that you're getting, you click on it, and a complete page will open where you can just select your student.csv file, and then you can just upload it, and you will be able to see the student.csv file visible up over here. Please do not click on any of the folders, then the location will change and you will not be able to do it, and this process need to be restarted from the beginning. Okay, so click on this folders page. This tab will open. In that, this first one, upload the session storage. Click on it. A dialog box will open. In that, you just look for where is students.csv file available down where which you have downloaded now. select it and upload it, and it will be uploaded up over here successfully. Once uploaded successfully, just update me about that. Yes, I have successfully uploaded it into my Google Colab. Please confirm it. Quickly, everyone, confirm me. Manthan, if it is uploaded successfully, in that dialog box, you will be able to see students.csv. It is uploaded successfully. You will be able to see that file available into your part, like how you are able to see on the shared screen. Is written there is a file called as student.csv. That means that the file has been uploaded successfully. Okay. Quickly, others, please confirm me the files have been uploaded successfully or not. Confirm me. Okay, once we have successfully uploaded it, we are starting with the part of data handling. So we are uploading a file. Now we will be looking through what do we have in that file. So PD for pandas we are using in pandas. What all the different formats we can read through? We use is pd.read underscore csv. Read underscore csv is a function which is coming inside from pandas. So it will be able to read the csv file that I have just import it. Like here, you can just see student.csv is written in double quotes. So it's able to read this CSV file student.csv. Now, whatever it reads, it will be now stored inside a variable df, which I have created a variable called df. Now, when I say df.head, what it will do, it will print me the first 5 lines or rows of the data set that I have uploaded. This .csv file that I have uploaded, what are the first 5 rows do I have? What data do I have? I can easily see. Along with it, it will show me the header row. What are the header titles that has been given for each one of them? Once I am able to run this df.head, I am able to read my complete dataset, and it will show that you are able to go through the uploaded data and it is able to be worked upon. Please look through it if you are able to look into it. You are able to fetch the details from your dataset or not. Just confirm me. If you are able to fetch upon the details and run it, you will be able to see something like this, what I am showing on the screen. If you are able to see the something similar, just update me in the chat box. Yes, you are able to see it. If you are getting any error, please type down, copy the error and just post it up so that we can understand what is the error. I won't be able to understand what's the error. Or if you can take a screenshot and upload it, that will be great. Richa, if you can take a screenshot and share me over here in the chat box, then I can help you with it. Manthan, same thing. If you're getting an error, share a screenshot so that I can help you with it. Sundar, in this we are using the PD from pandas, and in that pandas subcode we have a read underscore CSV file through which we are as a function of inside pandas through which we are able to fetch the details from the files that we just uploaded student.csv. Now this all complete thing is stored inside a variable called df. Now once I have got all the files stored inside the variable df, I am just trying to run and see that if I am able to access that file or not. So for that I am writing df.head. Now it will only print me the first 5 rows of the dataset that has been shared upon. So that one only I'm saying. Yeah, so what do I have inside the df thing? that it will be telling with me. Okay, so what is the first five rows that we have? Only the first five rows of any data set that I have uploaded will show that. Rucha, the error that you have got, that means that you have not uploaded the CSV file. The CSV file, student.csv file, does not exist in your directory. You have not uploaded your CSV file. Please look through if you have uploaded the CSV file or not. If you have uploaded the CSV file, please share the screenshot so that I can help you with it. Rucha, or you just try to see if the files are uploaded or not. Student.csv. I don't think it is uploaded. The error is stating that. If you have uploaded, then please share me the screenshot so that I can help. Okay. Sundar, was the explanation understood? Did you understood the explanation? Great, Manthan. Others, those who have got the output and able to see it, please share upon the details about it. Rucha, you need to refresh the screen because I told you earlier that do not select any files or folder over there. If you do it, then you have to restart the process from the beginning. You have to refresh the complete page. Then again, you have to go to the files section and then restart it. Okay, I already told not to open the folders and all that we have. Now your location has been changed for the student.csv file. Do not change it. Wait for until and unless refresh the complete screen. You will get this folder and you will be getting something like this. Do not click on any of those folders. Neither your file will be uploaded inside of it and you have to change the directory and all. So better do not touch anything. Just click upload the session and it will be uploaded over here. Okay, Rucha, just try it again. Do yes, Rucha, you need to refresh and clear your cache. So press upon Control Shift R 2-3 times, and it will be completely releasing the cache. And then you go with the same process of uploading the file. Okay, done. Everyone, are you able to see the screen? The first initial 5 rows of your data set? Please confirm in the chat box. Okay, done. So let me move ahead. So now once I am able to see, that means my data set is loaded properly and I am able to retrieve the data. Now next what I have is df.info. Now info will basically give me a specific information about the data set that I have uploaded. When I run it, you will be able to see that it is giving me a complete details about the data set that I have uploaded. It is telling me that there are total 15 columns. You can just see all the from 0 to 14, all the columns have been mentioned. What are there non-null values? That means are there values which can expect null? Null means empty, can be expected out of it. So all of them have been mentioned as non-null. So they need to have some values into it. Like student ID has 507 values over there, number of 507 number of values over there. And as you come down, you will see like city has 487 number of values. That means there are some values which is missing up over there. Similarly, math is having 471 values, science is having 472 values, and simultaneously extracurricular is having 439 values, average score 506 and values. That means there are some of the places where the values are missing up over there. And here you can just see what type of values they are having. They are having an object based value, these are integer based value, and these are float based value. Now objective values are basically your string values that we just did earlier, like for your name and all. Opposed to that, when we were not putting up a string and we were having only numbers over there, that is the integer based values what we are having. Float based values are those values which are having integer values but in decimal format. Let's say like 92.45. These are the dot decimal values are basically called the float values. They are also without the double quotes thing. So these are the values that I have. So there are completely 5 different column heads which is accepting float values, and there are only one column which is accepting integer value, that is the age part, and other 9 are the object based, which are basically string based. and the memory that is using it is using the data set is using is 59.5 plus KB size of data it is using over there in the memory space. So these are the basic information that I'm getting about the data set by running the function df.info. Now, if I say to df.describe, it will describe me the complete data set that I have been given up over there. So it is taking all the data sets headers, major of them, and just saying like there are 507 values for the age, 471 values for maths, 472 values for science, 472 values for English. At this percentage count, there are 507 values. Average score is 506. Scores value, average score values I have. What is the mean coming up for each individual of them? Standard deviation for each one of them. What is the minimum value for each of them? What is the maximum value for each of them? Then comes the T index. For T index at 25%, what is the value coming in? What is the value coming for 50%? And what is the value coming for 75% by it? It is completely helping me in describing the data set on a specific column, what type of data are coming into it. I already told if I have a string values, I cannot do any calculation or operation onto it. First of all, I cannot do any operations on it because what will I understand if I have different city names over there? What type of uh, numerical calculation I can do? I cannot do any numerical calculation over it. So these are the basic specific column heads where I have integer or float values into it. On the basis it is finding these standard deviation and minimum things over it. In tomorrow's session, we will be looking through where if I have values like city names, your name or student names or subject names and all, and on that basis, how do we do it? That we will be seeing in tomorrow's session how to do that. Okay. So these are basically integer values and float values holded headers, which are giving me different results related to of them. Next, I want to find out which all column heads have how many null values in them specifically. So I'm just saying df dot is null. So it will find out which all columns have null values. And then what I'm saying that when you find out those null values, do sum them up. So that for each head, I can get an exact number that how many null values are there. So when I run it, it runs for the whole column and it finds out like for city, there are 20 cells in that column head, which does not have any value to it. Like math has 36, science has 35, English has 35 cell values, which there is the values are missing over there. Extracurriculars have 68 values missing up over there. Average score, pass, grade, they all are having some of the values missing up over there. And I can easily identify when I just say df dot is null. So is null is finding out there are null values available or not. And then when you find it out, you sum them up so that I get an exact number that total how many cells are there under this header, column header, that the values are missing up over there. Now, when I find out all of this, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to visualize the data and just see in a graphical structure how does it look. For that, I have used matplotlib. Matplotlib is one of the very famous packages and libraries in Python, which is used for plotting, like statistical plotting, arrangement of the data for the plotting purpose. Matplotlib is used, and it is very much famous for major of the organizations or developers will be using Matplotlib because of the trusted packages available into it. So matplotlib have a sub package called pyplot code function into it, which we will be using and we will be noting it as a variable called PLG. Along with that, we will be using Seaborn. Seaborn is the point where I will be able to have a UI interface, a graphical interface for understanding the chart, which one is giving me what type of effect. To understand that, I am using the Seaborn and it will be referring it as SNS. Now the same thing, PD, I take the pandas, use the function of read.csv file. With CSV file, my students.csv file, I take that one, store it inside a variable called df. Now what I do, I use the SNS C1 part to put up a historical plotting for my df part. Now in df, which part I am saying, which column at age, because already we have seen here in age what all 507 data and what all different deviations coming up. So what is the division of ages, how many people do I have on the basis of ages and how they can be categorized, that we will be putting up. Like this historical plot, you can have KD plot, desktop plot, count plot, historical plot already we discussed. So these plotting can be also used to change the charting visualization to be made more appealing for the relevant state. Here I'm using age. So now when I just say plt.show, it basically shows me the matplotlib calculation what the Seaborn has already done and how it looks like. Let me just say for the age, when I run it, it will be giving me a representation like this, that at what age, which how many people do I have? Let's say like for the age of 20, I am having around of 7 lesser than bit level lesser than 70. I have people, let's say like 68 or 69 people I have in that age group. But the highest age group is this one of the student, which is coming somewhere in the range of 24. Okay, so somewhere people of age of 24, the students are available into it. Simultaneously, if I want to change it, let's say like as per English, let me just say, or not English, let me just say past. I just say take past in place of age, I just paste past. So on the basis that what marks did the student pass. So you will just see that there are above 400 people who have passed successfully, and there are somewhere lesser than 100, like 50 or 60 students are there who failed into it. Okay, so this is the past yes or past no categorization which are we are able to see into it. Okay, so this is what the representation of thing uh, we are able to see through the graphical structure that we had. Okay, so this is the basics of data science that we have learned today, where we have learned about what is uh, Python, what is data science, and how data science works. We have done it with the visualization, understanding what is a data set, how to upload in code, Google Colab, and how to operate with it. That we have gone through. What codes I have shared upon with you, that will be remaining with you. You can use it, you can try it, and learn more along with that. Okay. So, any questions, anyone, before we close up the session? Any questions you have? Please feel free to ask me the question in the chat box, and I will be there to answer you. Any questions you have? Anyone? Rucha, are you able to hear me? Am I audible to you? Anyone else? Any question? Am I audible? First of all, let me just get to know. Am I audible to everyone? Because I cannot see any responses coming up. Okay, thanks, Amit. Thanks, Amit, for confirming. Yes, if you have any questions and all, please ask me the questions, whatever you have related to today's session about data science, anything that you have a question, you can ask me. And simultaneously, same thing, I have put up a small feedback to understand how did you feel the today's session. You can go, if you go to the menti.com, the code link that I have shared earlier, let me just share it again for easy access. I just shared you the link again. You can go up and you can just state the segment which you feel like most relevant for your day one learning experience. And if you have any question, you can post up the question in the chat box and I will be answering them. Okay, Manthan is asking, can you explain the past graph again? Manthan, can you just elaborate like past graph? Can you just elaborate the thing? Or but Manthan, now you can unmute yourself to ask the question even. Manthan, you can unmute yourself to ask your question. Sure, sure. Okay, so you are not able to understand which you named past students in data visualization. Okay, so now here the past student is basically, if I just go back the top where I have the data set. Here, if I just go at the last column head, it says there is a column called pass, which I have just used it. It has data set with written as yes and no into it. Okay, so that basically says that did the student pass or did the student did not pass over there. So it has given a data set of yes and no. So when I come up over here and when I just in the historical plot, I just say recommend it to work with the past column. Then what it is doing in the past column, I have only two options, yes or no. On that basis, how many yes count was there? It has calculated that, and no, how many is there? It has counted it. Simultaneously, if I have any other thing like let's say like English, there are multiple marks into it. I just copy this English and come down, and in the column, if I just say in place of past English, so it will tell me that in the sub column English, what was the different marks that has been achieved. Like there have been marks just below than 40 was there, and highest was 100 over there. So if a student has achieved it, what is the number? How many students have achieved that? Like here, the highest mark that you are able to see somewhere 70 marks. This one has achieved. So this is something little bit above the 70, like 71 or 72 would be there, which the highest number of students have achieved over there. Okay. So these are the plotting point where does that mark suits up. That was with yes and no. So it is looking through that value and doing it. Now here, when I have used historical plot of SNS Seaborn, it has done that calculation for me, and the plotting has been done as per this. So the plot has been prepared by Matplotlib. Seaborn has made sure that the data have been exactly taken up over there. Okay, was I clear? Others, please, if you have a question, please post down the question. Uh, or come up to the menti.com. I shared the link, and please share the review. How do you describe your day one today's learning experience up over there? I can just see only three people have responded up over there. I expect there are 18 peoples up over there. At least each one of you at least can do this. That come up and just select your experience for day one. Please, if you can do it for me, that will be great. I will be giving it an enthusiasm that yes, I am having a good session with good energetic people who are interested about learning data science. So it will be very grateful if you can just tell me like what went great in day one for you. Yes. And everyone is anonymous, so don't worry that someone would be targeting and all. It's completely anonymous. I don't get to know who it is and all. But randomly, I get to know that major of the people have focused on it and they have achieved to this goal, at least one of those goals. So quickly, if you can just post me up on the this one, that will be great. I have only got four people who have responded to me till now. Others are expected to be responding quickly. Please. Any other questions? If you have, you can feel free to ask me. No questions? Was everything clear or not? Can you just confirm me? Was everything clear with for today's session? Great. Thanks, Amit. So it will be great if you can just connect me up in this presentation and also give me a feedback. I've only got five people coming up over there, and they are stating that they can now run a basic Python code command over there. I understand what data science is. Only one person feels like they are prepared for day two. Okay, fine. Uh, that's an experience that you each one of you have got, and you can state about it. So this is the QR code and the link for my LinkedIn profile where all the students all around the world are connected upon with me. And if you want to be updated and share upon your details, you can anytime connect with me on this LinkedIn account, or you can just scan up the QR code, or I've given the link in the chat box. You can click on it and connect with me, and you can just understand more details about data science and other technological advances, what the students and all around the country they are doing, and what are the changes happening in the Indian government and other parts. Every updates are shared upon on this LinkedIn profile along with me. So if you feel free, you can join me up over there, and I will be there. And thank you all for being so energetic and bearing my lateness today. I was just stuck in the jam, so I was a little bit late. And I assure you, this thing will not be there for tomorrow's. Tomorrow's session is going to be very interactive, more energetic, where we will be understanding the data set that we prepared today, what we learned today. It will be continued to day two, where we will be trying to create a machine learning model out of it and learning more insights about the data set that we downloaded today. So hope to see you tomorrow, and with the same energy, with the same spirit, we will be continuing our session with machine learning tomorrow. Hope to see you tomorrow, everyone, and good night. And I want each one of you to practice this course so that we get a more better insights and more questions in tomorrow's session, and we try to learn more over there. Thank you all for being present up over there and sharing your insights at every moment of being completing your things and all. See you tomorrow. Thank you all. Good night. Bye bye.